We are live.
Yes. Welcome into the Tim McKernan Show Pick Six podcast presented by Tullamore Dew from the HomeLoanExpert.com studios. I am your host, Timothy Michael McKernan, alongside for the holiday edition with the great Action Jackson, Kenneth Iggy Strode, and Prod Joe. Gangster Pete and G Unit, both vacationing in the Hamptons, not joining us this week. Tullamore Dew, the sponsor of the Pick Six podcast. You got the week off. Hopefully you do. Enjoy a Tullamore Dew over the holiday season. It's the perfect way to celebrate. Celebrate your favorite team's touchdowns this year with Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. May their feet be swift and their aim true. May the refs be forever in your favor and your whiskey always Tullamore Dew. Tullamore Dew, the original triple blended, triple distilled, smooth sipping Irish whiskey made exactly for game day moments like this. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Please enjoy Tully responsibly. Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc., New York, New York. All right. Who's got the standings?
I do.
All right.
Let's see. Scrolling. I'll tell you what, fellas. My computer is slow.
I think I'm leading.
I agree. I think Iggy is winning.
Iggy went 5-1. I know that. So Iggy will kick it off.
Iggy, you did go 5-1?
Unit will kick it off because Unit went 5-1 also, didn't he?
Yes, good call, Joe. Yep, G Unit will kick it off. I have G Unit's picks right in front of me here. Iggy went 5-1. Prod Joe, you went 3-2. Pete went 3-3. I went 3-3, and Tim, you went 1-5.
Disaster.
So our overall standings sit: Prod Joe, 51%. Tim, 50%. Unit.
Like 50 on the nose?
Yay, 50.5.
Oh, well, there it is. Above 500. That's two players above 500.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
I hope all of our critics are taking that in.
Do you have the totals, Jackson? I mean, as far as wins?
Yeah, Prod Joe, 49. Tim, 48. Unit, 46. Myself, 44, Pete, 43, and you, Iggy, have 39.
Okay, just seeing how many I am in, so I can climb out of the basement.
You're going to make a Sunday charge.
Do I got my? Do I have my Green Bay prop bet in there yet?
What's that?
Nurse?
Yes.
I thought we were adding a prop bet.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Good call.
Yep. That got added on Monday.
Thank you.
Wow,
like
really
Rams
nice to
pick's
see
gonna
the
hit
players
too,
in the holiday spirit.
That Rams pick's looking pretty strong too.
What'd you have? Rammies over win total or something, Johnny Johnson?
Rams over 10.5, I believe, and I'll pick up another one this week with Dallas winning the East.
Yeah, I do remember that play. I remember that from the beginning of the year.
He's a sharp. I have the Rams under just because I'm a St. Louisan.
Betting with your heart.
Yeah. So it worked well for me so far. All right, let's kick it off with G Unit.
What's he got?
Well, G Unit's going to start us off with Arizona and Indianapolis over 49 points. Arizona Indy over 49. He follows that up with the Patriots -2, followed by the Broncos and the Pick'em. Then he's got the Washington football team +10. And his last pick before his lock is Atlanta and Detroit over 42.5.
There it is.
Iggy, I think you're the man with the plan.
All right, no darts this week after the World Championship. They got a couple weeks off, so no darts this week. So I'm just going with 6 teasers. 2 of them are going to be in all 6 of them. The 2 that will be in all 6: Minnesota +13.5 versus the Rams.
Minnesota +13.
13.5, I think. I think I saw 3.5.
I believe it.
Minnesota +13.5, and Green Bay +3 versus Cleveland.
Green Bay +3.
All right. The other 5. Dallas -0.5 versus Washington.
Okay.
Philadelphia Pick'em versus the Giants.
Okay.
Chargers pick 'em versus Houston.
Okay.
Kansas City, Pittsburgh over 35.
Okay.
And Cincinnati, Baltimore over 35.
35.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Rajo, are you up?
I suppose so. I've got one that is about to kick off, or is kicking off, or is in the process of being kicked off. I text about in the group. Florida UCF over 55.5. And like I said, that one started stock tonight. I got Christmas Day, Ball State, Georgia State over 51.
Alma mater.
Tonight, I have the Tennessee Titans plus 3.5 at home against the 49ers. I have the Arizona Cardinals -1 at home against the Colts on Saturday. And then I've got the Rams -3.5 against Minnesota.
Okay. All right. That puts. I'm up. Sweet.
Action Jackson, bring it.
Yep. I like the Wizards and Knicks to go over 206 tonight.
Oh, here we go. We're doing it all. We're doing it all, Jack.
Yep. And if you're out there and you got a pair of balls, bet this game to go to overtime.
Wow.
Yeah. There, you can make
What
serious.
kind of bet is that?
I'm telling you. I think this game's certainly
all
going
right.
to next.
Throwing 100 on it. See what's going. What would that pay? Is there actually a bet on that?
Yeah, on draft.
Oh, I bet it's like plus 60 or so.
Plus what?
Plus 260, plus 300. I mean, the odds
that
of
it goes
going
to overtime?
Shit,
I would think it's way higher than that.
Yep, maybe.
It really is something you can bet?
Yeah, on DraftKings.
Our guy, I doubt it. Unless you can find game props under NBA game props.
Plus 1,200 to go to overtime.
All right, there it is.
All right, my next pick is Drew Holiday of the Milwaukee Bucks to go over 19.5 points. Drew Holiday over 19.5. Shout out to Drew. Next, we'll go Suns -9 in the first half. I like the Suns -9 in the first half against the Thunder. I also like the Suns team total over in the first half of 59.5. And I'll wrap it up with Ja Morant going over 21.5 points tonight against the Dubs.
Well, the play is in. I know I'm last. Nobody can be worse than me.
Gangster Pete.
Oh, we got Pete.
Yeah, Pete is up. I have his picks right here. Gangster Pete likes the 49ers -3 tonight. I like the Titans so much that I think I wanted to bet the Niners, but I stayed away from it. 49ers -3 for Pete. Colts +1. NC State -1.5. Houston +2.5. And his final pick before the lock is the Clemson Tigers -1.
All right, who's up next?
I think it's you there, Tim.
It is me.
Indeed.
Time has come. All right, before the big reveal, I'd like to tell the people about Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. Go online at thehomeloanexpert.com. Houses will be coming on the market here right after January 1st. Make sure you are pre-approved with the great Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. I got pre-approved with him. I've refinanced with him within the last 2 years. You can do the same, save all kinds of money, thehomeloanexpert.com. Once you do so, get your insurance with James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. He's my guy. I'm a client, and I am a very happy client, so thrilled. This basement in which I sit, there was water in it. A couple of years ago, James Carlton came over. He landed on a flight, drove from Lambert here to help me that night. It was absolutely phenomenal. He's something else. His staff's incredible. 314-961-4800. Or go online at carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm. Jackson, why don't you tell the good people what to do with the money they save? They should invest it with Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies. 314-889-0503 or go online at evergreenstl.com.
Yeah, they can parlay that money. Yeah, they can parlay that money and talk to my guy Mark Hanna. You know what he's going to do? He's going to take care of you because that's what he loves to do. He loves to take care of people. That's why I love so much about Mark Hanna. You know, he values every phone call he makes. It's always an opportunity for him to help someone, and he takes that very seriously. That's why Mark Hanna is the only guy you want to help you with your financial future. So if you don't have a plan, you just start making a little bit of money, and you don't really have a plan to save it all, I got an idea. Call Mark Hanna, and he'll help you out. He'll get you straightened out. He'll educate you on what the best plan is for you. And from there, he'll give you a call every 6 months, maybe a year, and check in with you. And every time you get off the phone with Mark Hanna, you're going to feel like a better human being. And
Really is, actually.
That's the truth.
It is.
So give Mark Hanna a call. If you don't have anyone, get on it. You don't want to be left stranded 20, 30 years down the road. Instead, get with Mark Hanna, and he'll get you set up for a better future. And if you already have someone, I suggest making the switch because Mark really is that good.
There it is, 314-889-0503, or go online at evergreenstl.com. Even if you didn't get your car from Munganast, you can get your car serviced at Munganast, St. Louis, Acura.com, AltonToyota.com. I have a couple emails. I've been out and about the last couple of hours, but I got a couple of emails from people wanting a connection to Jamie Burkhardt. I'm happy to do it. Email me, tmckernan at InsideSTL.com, and I will connect you with Jamie Burkhardt. You get your car serviced, even if you didn't get it at stlouisacura.com or AltonToyota.com. It's Munganast, the official automotive provider of the Tim McKernan Show podcast and the Ryan Kelly Morning After. Speaking of the Ryan Kelly Morning After, today our last day at 590 The Fan KFNS. Best of luck to everybody at 590 The Fan KFNS. Look, I just did a cap tip. I wonder how many people are watching to get to see my cap tip. What a gesture that was. But our YouTube page is now up.
Yeah.
You know that? Our YouTube page. I got a link from the digital folk. And we already have more than 100 subscribers. I think they're like, what in the hell's going on? And it just went up to like, what, 540 or something?
Yep. And if you can't find it, go to our Twitter account. You might be watching the Pick Six on Twitter right now on the TMA STL account. You can just scroll down, click on that YouTube page. 2 clicks, you'll be subscribed.
Is that right? So what is it? TMA STL, I assume?
The Morning After STL is the name of our YouTube page.
The Morning After STL. That's good to know.
Yep.
Okay.
The Morning After STL.
The Morning After STL is where you can subscribe to it, and you'll be able to watch Jackson, Iggy, Doug, myself, and the glorious return of the Plowhawk on the Ryan Kelly Morning After, starting on January 4th at 7:07 a.m. on 105.7 HD2 FM, on YouTube at the Morning After STL, everywhere you've podcast before, and the new website, which will be up next week. I've already seen it, but it is not public yet, tmastl.com. You will be able to get all the content there, and then Jackson's got the TMA all-day stuff. So what's the schedule going to be on that, Jackson, while we're sitting here and talking about it, and Prod Joe's driving to the Atlanta airport?
Sure. So
it'll be the live broadcast from 7 to 10, then we'll replay it from 10 to 1, and then best of starting at 1. Is that the deal?
Yep. Best ofs from 1 to 7. And then, from 7 to 10 p.m. to mirror our 7 to 10 a.m., we'll replay the show.
And then
from 10 a.m. to 1 or 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., you can hear us, right before bed. As you're getting tucked into bed, you can hear best of content. Wonderful. And then throughout the night will be replays of that day's show or shows earlier in the week. But,
this is something
What's up,
this is something I haven't asked, and I'm just curious.
Pose your query.
If something breaks, like, in the middle of the day or something, do we have the capability of going in there and doing a live show?
I recall, this is something I asked about a long time ago, actually. And I don't know how I believe, because I asked about it, I don't know if it needs to be set up. But I remember asking about it, like the ability to do essentially what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And then to go out over, like this, to go out over 105.7 HD2. Now, I would have to not say the word fuck, which when I'm sitting here, even when Jameson is nearby, I just have a comfort level in my home of saying it. So I'd have to make sure we're FCC regulated there. But I think that is an option. That was one of the things I loved about it. There was a breaking story, or like golf post game. One of the things I was talking about on the TMA fan page today is getting involved. Jennings and I have been talking about. I'm sure you have, Iggy, and more golf events, certainly more video golf for me and you and Jackson and the Plowhawk all playing matches and just fucking off with that. than golf content. So like right after a golf tournament ends, bullshitting with that. If there's breaking news, bullshitting with that. You know the Plowhawk would love to talk Missouri football any chance he gets. That seems to be his strong suit. Yeah, I think it's going to open up the ability to do stuff without having to go in there. But
Okay.
so it's a great question. It's a question I asked months ago on this whole thing. So God bless America. That is accurate. All right. Boy, I'm getting a lot of texts. All right. So it's my picks. Let's see. I feel like this is so square. And Jackson, did you just pick Clemson -1?
No, that was at Gangster Pete.
God, what do you think about it, Joe? Is it just so? It's Clemson, by the way, is playing Iowa State. I know most people probably have no idea, and it's a week from today, I think.
Clemson closed the season a little bit better, and Iowa State season was so incredibly disappointing. So if you're going to play the game of motivation or whatever, what is Iowa State's motivation after such a dog shit year? And they returned. I think they were like at the beginning of the year. I remember talking about it. They returned like top 2 in the nation of returning players, and then they had a dog shit season. I don't know what their motivation is and how many guys are actually going to play. So
I feel like taking Clemson at -1 is so obvious that if it were the NFL, I would take Iowa State because it's one of those games. But I mean, I got Clemson -1 either way. It seems so obvious. I would have thought Clemson was in the 4.5 to 6.5 range. I know they don't score a lot of points, but I don't like taking this. But by the way, these are my picks this week. It's nothing against the Wizard. The Wizard, by the way, the Wizard likes somebody took Tennessee tonight, right? +3.5. Thought somebody did.
I would see.
Joe, you did?
Yeah.
That's
+3.5.
That's who the Wizard likes tonight. I feel terribly for the Wizard because he got bad beated left and right last week, and it hurt him in his Las Vegas Super Contest. This is another pick that strikes me as super square, so I could be 0-2 right here. Packers -7.5 at home against the Browns. Tennessee Volunteers, not the Titans, the Volunteers -4.5 against Purdue. Anytime I'm picking a lot of minuses, I don't like it. Now I'm switching back to pluses. I will take the Detroit Lions +5.5. Those are words not often said on this presentation. And I will take UCLA +1.5. UCLA is playing NC State, if I'm not mistaken.
He's on NC State.
Tim, your first 2 picks were Clemson -1 and Packers
-7.5.
Thank you.
Thank you. There it is. Hey, Design Air Heating and Cooling is the official HVAC provider of the Tim McKernan Show podcast and the Ryan Kelly Morning After. Go online at designairservice.com and work with the great Seth Goldcamp of Design Air Heating and Cooling. The top right-hand portion of your screen, click on Book Now, and you're working with Seth Goldcamp and Design Air Heating and Cooling. He has made my home wonderfully comfortable. He has made Doug's home wonderfully comfortable. He's done it for Jackson's parents. They're the best, man. We are clients. We are happy. Seth is great people. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com. Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com. All right, gentlemen, I yield the floor back.
Tim?
Yes, Iggy.
Never mind. Doesn't matter. I was going to say you can get Green Bay -7, but it doesn't matter. You push, you lose anyway.
What do you mean if I push? I'll take it at -7.
Well, I'm saying if they win by 7, you lose the bet anyway. So
no, then it doesn't count.
It's just a no play.
Oh, that's right.
So I'll take my -7, Iggy. That was a wonderful holiday gesture on your part. I was just looking at the Score app. That's where I was getting my odds.
Scores.
Even though, Scores and Mores.
DraftKings
that's Score, which is different than Scores and Odds. All right, boys, go ahead and give the locks, and let's carry on with our holiday weekend.
Sure. I got first up is G Unit. I got him taking Tennessee. So it's Tennessee +3, right? Not +3.5.
No, it's 3.5, dude.
All right.
3.5, dude.
At least it was 3.5 at the house. It may have dropped a half point.
I saw it 3 all day, but it's 3.5. He texted that 5:54, so I'm sure it hasn't changed. Tennessee +3.5.
Yeah.
Iggs, you're up.
The other two, obviously, Minnesota +13, Green Bay +3,
Sure.
And I don't know. I think Tampa Bay is getting some receivers back this week. I haven't really paid attention. They lost a couple. Anyway, Tampa Bay pick'em versus Carolina.
Tampa Bay pick'em.
Tampa Bay pick'em.
I will yield to the floor to tell me who's next. I know I'm last.
Prod Joe, you're up, right?
I've got the Bengals -3 versus the Ravens. Bengals -3 versus the Ravens.
I like that play. I like that play a lot.
Uh-oh.
I'm taking Colts
Well.
+1. I'm taking Colts +1.
Me? Gangster Pete.
Gangster Pete and Gangster Pete. He is a sweetheart teaser as well.
Wow. Gangster Pete's in the game now.
he likes, so he in this sweetheart teaser, he's got Chargers in a pick'em, Cowboys -0.5, and Stingrays Mississippi State Bulldogs +0.5.
Gangster Pete with the teaser. I love this pick. South Carolina +9 against North Carolina. You like it, Producer Joe?
I do.
I mean, I feel like they could win, much less
Yep.
getting 9 points. So I don't know. Again, I'm all over the state of South Carolina with these bowls, with Clemson -1 and South Carolina +9. I have no idea, but I saw that and I thought it might have been a mistake. But South Carolina +9, let me have it if you please. All right, there will do it. That will do it. The holiday edition of the Pick Six podcast, presented by the great people at Tullamore Dew. Thank you all for supporting the sponsors throughout the course of this year. Jackson and I will be doing some podcasting next week. Everybody else, we will see you next week for the Pick Six presented by Tullamore Dew. Thank you, gentlemen.
Merry Christmas, everybody.